Hello, everyone, and welcome back again to our channel, Tutoring Made Easy. I hope each and every one of you is doing great. Yes, I hope you are doing well. If this is your first time coming into contact with our channel, we want you to, do us a favor. It's a family. It's a family. Tutoring Made Easy. It's a family. So do us a favor by subscribing, joining this family on the math journey. And the goal of this math journey is to make math easy and enjoyable. We want to help as many people that have, difficulty with math around the world to enjoy math, enjoy taking math classes, and enjoy doing math. If you've been watching our videos, great job. We appreciate that. But we want you to subscribe, like this video, and share. If you're also already a subscriber, you're one of our current 7 subscribers, I would like to thank you for supporting the channel. And it's a family. Please, 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 please subscribe and like and share. All right. Now, if you have any comments, maybe you have specific math topics that you want us to do a video on, feel free and drop it in the comment section below, and we will attend to that and we'll just do justice to that. All right. Today, we are going to look at a different topic. The topic is simultaneous equations. Simultaneous equations. Simultaneous equations. Now, remember, we are going to be looking at the different types of polynomials. You might be given any type of polynomial and asked to find two different variables. So imagine that for a second. Let's say we have this problem right here. Maybe you have 3a. Yes, you have 3a plus 2b. It's equal to -5. Now, this is an equation. It's not an expression because there's an equal to sign in there. And then imagine that you also have another one. It says -2a minus 5b is equal to 3. You can see these are two different equations, and you are being asked to find the values of a and b. How are we going to approach it? Yes, this is where simultaneous equations come in, using the concepts or the procedure in solving this problem. Simultaneous equation comes in to help you be able to identify A and also to be able to identify B. All right, so this is where we apply simultaneous equations. Now, there are actually three methods. There are actually three methods. Usually, there are three methods. Let me write it here. There are usually three methods. The first two methods, we use the first two methods. The first method is when we only have two variables. The first method is when we have only two variables. So only two variables. Only two variables. In this case, we have a as a variable and you have a b as a variable. In this equation, you have a as a variable and a b as a variable. So it means that the first method we can use the first method to solve this problem. We use the first method to solve this problem. And the name of the first method is called elimination. Elimination method. The elimination method. The elimination method. Now we have the second method. We have the second method. It also uses only two variables. So only two variables. When two variables are involved, we can use this method. And this method is also known as the substitution method. Substitution method. So it means that it depends on which one will be easier for the individual. If the elimination method is easier, or the substitution method is the one which is easy, then the person will like to use either the first method or the second method. But however, with the third method, the third method is when we have more than two variables. Is where we have more than two variables. We have more than two variables. So more than two variables. Okay? And the name of that method is known as the Cramer's rule. The Cramer's rule. The Cramer's rule. So with this one, we will only come back to this when we are doing maybe matrices. There's a topic called matrices. Once we've done that, we can now be able to go into that. But just for today's discussion, we are going to be looking at only these two methods. Only these two methods where we have only two variables. So I hope you see where we are coming from and what we intend to do. So simultaneous equations can be done where there are two variables or there are three variables. So if I say three variables, it could be that you are being told to find 2p minus q plus half of r is equal to negative 2. Also, you've been asked to look for maybe negative p plus half q plus 3r is equal to negative 1. And then you also have maybe 5p minus q minus r is equal to 2. So you can see that the variables here, this one variable, another variable, and these are three different equations. So such a method, we have to use a third method. But we're not going to be doing that today because we've not done matrices. So today we're just going to focus on the two methods. So I'm going to take maybe another sheet, and then we are going to maybe start digging in. So we have simultaneous equation. We have simultaneous equation. And in this simultaneous equation, we said we are going to look at two variables. We're going to look at two variables, and we're also going to look at what? Two equations. We're also going to look at two equations. All right, and in doing so, we are going to use both of them, two variables, two equations. We are going to use method 1, and then we're also going to use method 2. Okay, and we said that method 1 is known as what? Method 1 is known as the elimination method. And then method 2 is known as the substitution method. So let's take a problem quickly. Remember what we started with. We have 3a plus 2b is equal to negative 5. We'll name this as equation 1. Let's name this as equation 1, equation number 1. And then the next one is having negative 2, say negative 2a minus 5b is equal to 3. And that's equation 2. Now, let's see how we're going to go about that. Now, the elimination method is saying that when we take this column, right? If we take this column, this first column, when we take this column, we want to make this number here the same as whatever is here. So we can decide that we want to make this number equal to whatever number is here. And how are we going to do that? We can see that if we multiply equation 1 by negative 2, we are going to get this side to be maybe negative 6. If we also multiply equation 2 by 3, positive 3, we are going to get here to be positive 6. Now you can see that this number and that number is the same. And when we add it, we eliminate the entire region. But that's not what we are going to. We need to take our time. In what we are trying to do. So we'll start by saying that we should take equation 1 and multiply that equation 1. We take equation 1, which is the yellow equation, and then we are going to multiply that by the number negative 2. We multiply by this number here. And when we do that, we are going to get equation 1. We multiply this by that. We're going to get negative 6a. We are going to, let me take my time. I think I'm going too fast. It's going to be 3a multiplied by negative 2. I hope you agree. We can put it in parentheses. Plus, the next one is 2b. You take 2b and multiply by the negative 2. And then it's going to be equal to the negative 5, this one here, negative 5. Also multiplied by negative 2, because we said we are multiplying everything in equation 1 by negative 2. All right. And then what are we going to get? we are definitely going to get negative 6a minus, because 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. So it's going to be minus 4b, and it's going to give us plus 10, because negative 5 times negative 2, and that is going to give us equation 3. Now, what do we do to equation 2, the green equation? With the green equation, we are going to, since we multiply the yellow equation by this number, we're also going to multiply this equation, this green equation, by this number 3 here. So we're going to multiply by 3, and then when we do that, we're going to get negative 2a, because that's equation 2. Equation 2 starts with negative 2a. We multiply that negative 2a. Sorry, we multiply that negative 2a. Let me take my time. I want to use the colors. Bless me. So I'm going to multiply that equation 2 by this number here. So we're going to multiply by 3. And when we do that, we're going to get the first number on equation 2 is negative 2a. So negative 2a, we multiply by this number, which is 3. And then the next thing in equation 2 is what? Plus negative 5b. Negative 5b is what we have here. We're adding to negative 5 and multiplying that by the 3. We're multiplying everything by this number, 3. And then the next thing here is 3. In the green equation is 3 multiplied by 3 again. And when we do that, the green equation now turns to what? It becomes negative 6a. Negative 2a times 3 is negative 6a. This is going to give a negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. So this is going to be minus 15b is equal to 3 times 3, which is 9. Now the green equation changes. So now we have equation 3 and equation 4. Can you see that this number here is now the same thing? You can see that this number here is the same as this number, right here. I don't know whether you can be able to see that. So once we have that, we are going to what? We can decide to take equation 3. We take equation 3. We will take equation 3. This equation, the yellow equation, equation 3. We take equation 3 minus equation 4. Minus equation 4, so that we can eliminate this negative 6 and negative 6. And to do that, we are going to get negative 6a, because it's equation 3. The first thing in equation 3, the first number there is negative 6a. Now this sign here is minus, so we have to bring the minus. What is equation 4? The first thing there is negative 6a, so we're going to put negative 6a here. Then we go back to equation 3. The next thing in there is negative 4. Can you see that? So we're going to get plus negative 4b, right? We're going to have negative 4b, or sorry, let me do it this way. We're going to have negative 4b, because that's the next thing there. Negative 4b is the next thing. And then the sign is minus. And then minus, we put into parentheses, the next number is negative 15b, because it's equation 3 minus 4. So this was equation 3 minus equation 4. That's what we are doing. We take each item in each of the equations, and then we keep moving. So that's what we're doing. So negative 3 minus that, negative 4b minus negative 15b. Then the next thing is going to be equal to, then the number there is 10 minus the equation 4, which is 9. And then we're going to have something totally different. We're going to have negative 6a plus 6a, and this goes to 0. And we are going to get negative 4b plus 15b, and this gives us what? 11b, positive 11b, because the plus 15b is the dollars that you have in your wallet, and then you are using it to pay a debt of 4. Once you pay that debt of 4, the person needs to give you a change, and the change is 11b, and that change is positive because it's yours, 11b, and it's going to give us 1. So pretty much we are getting 11b, right? We are getting 0. Yeah, 0 plus 11b is equal to 1, which means that 11b is equal to 1. And then we are going to have b is equal to 1 divided by 11. 1 divided by 11. And we can say that that is equation 5. Now we can decide to say put equation 5 into any of the numbers. We can put equation 5. into any of the numbers. We can put it into 1. We can go back into put it into 1. What is equation 1? Equation 1 is 3a plus 2b is equal to negative 5. Don't forget. So we're going to put in this one here. We're going to put this into this equation. So to do that, we're going to get 3a plus 2. The b there is 1 over 11 is equal to negative 5. We're going to get 3a plus 2. We're going to get 3a plus 2 over 11 is equal to negative 5. Now we want a, so 3a will be here. It's equal to negative 5. This comes here, the sign changes to negative 2 over 11. And I know you can solve it. Once you solve it, you can get a to be equal to the whole of this divided by this 3. And you get a value of a. So now we found the value of b to be 1 over 11. And I think that if you solve it, you should be able to arrive at the value of a. Arrive at the value of a. Now we are going to look at the second method. The second method, which is the substitution method. We are looking at the substitution method. And it is the same question. We have 3a, remember, plus 2b is equal to negative 5. We named that equation 1 as a yellow equation, and we took the green equation to be negative 2a minus 5b is equal to 3, and that gave us equation 2. Now, the whole goal of substitution method is to make one of the variables a subject. So we need to find maybe a is equal to something or b is equal to something, and we plug it into one of the equations. So what we're going to do here, is to say from equation 1, the yellow equation, from 1, the yellow equation, we make a the subject. Let's make a the subject. All right, we make a the subject. So we're going to have 3a, which is plus 2b, which is equal to negative 5, which we know is equation 1. We want to make a the subject, so we're going to have something like this. We're going to have 3a to be here. It's equal to negative 5. This will come here. It will be minus 2b. Why? Because it crossed the equal to sign. So the sign needs to change. Now we can find a. A is going to be equal to this negative 5 minus 2b, all divided by the 3. And then now we can call this equation 3. Now, because we've been able to make one of the variables a subject, we can say that we can now put or substitute. We substitute what we have, which is equation 3. We substitute it into equation 2. So what we are going to have is, from equation 2, we had negative 2a minus 5b is equal to 3, which was equation 2, right? We are going to put 3 into 2. So a, wherever we find a, we put 3 there, equation 3 there. So we're going to get negative 2, and then the whole of the a is minus 5 minus 2b, all divided by 3 minus 5b is equal to 3. Now, we're going to have the green equation is changing. We're going to have negative 2, okay, multiplying negative 5. And then you're also going to have the same negative 2 multiplying negative 2b at the top. And then we divide by 3 minus 5b equals to 3. Now, when we switch over and come all the way here so that we can get a space to continue, these 2 gives us positive 10. Negative 2 times negative 5 is 10. And then plus, this was 10. Plus, why plus? Because if you look at this, negative 2 times negative 2b is plus 4b. It's plus 4b, and then we divide that by 3, and then we add minus 5b, which is equal to 3, which is equal to, I believe 3. What we can do is to multiply each term by 3 so that we can eliminate this 3 here. So multiply, we're going to multiply each term by 3 so we can eliminate. So we have 3, all right, multiplying 10 plus 4b over 3, and then we also have plus 3 multiplying negative 5b, which go to 3 times 3. And then we come back to our y. So we're having 3 times the 10 plus the 3 times the 4b. We're multiplying this by this by that. And then we divide by 3. And then we add it to the multiplication of these two, which is minus 15b. 3 times negative 5 is minus 15. And we attach the b to it, and we get 9. Don't forget from algebraic expression how we multiply and add different variables together. All right. So now, sorry, I think let's take it back. Let's take a step back. Once we multiply each side by 3, what I think is going to happen is that we're having 3 into 10 plus 4b all over 3 plus 3 times negative 5b is equal to 3 times 3. Now you can see that this 3 can cancel out this one, and you have 10 plus 4b minus, because 3 times negative is minus 15b is equal to 9. And then now we can have our 4b here minus our 15b here. Let's go to the 9, and we bring this one all the way. And it's going to be negative 10. Why? Because this positive 10 is crossing this equal to sign. And then our green equation changes. This gives us what? Negative 11b. Why is it going to be giving us negative 11b? We have a minus number that we are owing. We are owing 15, but we have 4 in our wallet. If we pay out our 4, we still need to pay another 11. That's why it is a negative number. So you have negative 11b giving us negative 1. Giving us negative 1. Because you still own 10, but you paid 9. So you owe 1. And then the b there is going to be negative 1 divided by negative 11. And that gives us 1 over 11. Once we get this becomes our equation what? 4. Then finally, we can say that we should put or substitute, okay, equation 4 into the equation 3. The equation 3 is where we found the a. So a will now become will now become negative 5 minus the 2b. The b there is 1 over 11 all divided by 3. And we get negative 5 minus 2 over 11 divided by 3. And when you solve it, we should be able to get the value of a. I hope this helped. If it's not too clear, right, it's a bit messy and blurry, don't worry. You can pause the video, go back a little bit, just so that you can be able to refresh your mind and get back to speed. All right. So if this is your first time coming into contact with our channel, or you've been watching our videos and haven't subscribed yet, please do us a favor. It's a family, the Math Journey family, and our channel is Tutoring Made Easy, and the goal is to make math easy and enjoyable. And we want to help as many people around the world to be able to take math classes and enjoy math along the way. If you have specific topics that you want us to treat, do not hesitate to drop it in the comment section below, and then we will address that and do a video on that. If you're already a subscriber, we are very grateful and thankful to you for supporting our channel. But today we are going to end here, and then we'll come to you another time. Take care and bye.